Okay, choose to see the server, and if I select the server, I'll be seeing here what I'll be seeing here. I'll be seeing Tomcat 9 has stopped. Okay, so I will delete this one. I will show you how to add the server. Okay, here what it is saying. So no servers are available. Just check it. Just go for Apache and choose Tomcat 9. Next. Okay, finish. So here the server got imported, and then I'll run this server. I'll run this server. Just say start. It is saying my port is busy, and I'll open the server and I'll change the port number here, 8089. Okay, save this one, close this one, and run. Start. See, my server got started. Okay, see here, my server got started. Okay, so if I say run on server, this one, for this one, see, it is asking me to choose the server. Next, finish. So it will start running, and it will move to my browser. It will move to my browser. Okay, this is how we work with our web applications. And whenever I enter the numbers, see, 4 and submit, see, it is calling for the add method here. See, it is calling for the add method. Where we get this add method from? So we get this add method from here, guys, here. So why we are getting thrown with an error? Why we are getting thrown with an error? What it is saying? Add is not available. So it is calling for a servlet. Okay, add servlet. Okay, it is not available. Okay, so how we do it? How we do it? How we make it available? So let's see. To make it available, we say go to Java, new, other, and search for servlet. Okay, and we create a servlet class. In this we say home dot ac dot cmr it. Okay, class name should be, just make it simple. Let's just make it simple. home dot cmr it, and class name should be add servlet. And next, next, and finish. Okay, this is my add servlet, guys. Okay, this is my add servlet, and now I'll clear this one. I don't need these things. Okay, I don't need get method. I don't need this one. And now what I say is I'll ask my servlet to request to take these integers. Okay, to take the values which I will be giving here. To take these values which I will be giving here. So how I will handle them? I'll store them. I'll handle them by saying just request dot get parameter, and what parameter I need to take? Num1. Okay, num1. Okay, where I need to store this one? So where I need to store this one? I will store this one in an integer. Okay, so I'll be storing this one in an integer. So here see, I am getting an error. What is the error? Just when I hover over this, so change type I to string, because we are getting num1 as a string. Okay, we are getting num1 as a string. So to convert a string into an integer, we say integer dot parse int and request and close this one. Okay, and now I converted this one to an integer. Okay, and I will say the next int j is equals to integer dot parse int of request dot get parameter of num2. Okay, like this, and I need this to be printed, right? So I will store it in I plus j, and I will say sys o k. Okay, like this. Okay, I'll save this one, and now I'll run this one. See, so, and also I need to mention it here that which type of method I am using. Method should be post. Okay, so now I'll get those values, and if I submit, says add server is not available again. So why? We have created a servlet, right? We have created the servlet, right? So then also it is asking to create the servlet is not created. Why? Because this servlet is not yet mapped. Okay, the servlet is not yet mapped, so we need to do some mapping here. So how we will do this? So how we will do this is by saying, just go into our web.xml file. Now we'll create a servlet here. Servlet. Okay, inside the servlet we will be having servlet mapping, servlet mapping. Okay, sorry for this one. We'll be getting servlet here, and then we'll be getting servlet mapping below it. Okay, servlet mapping. Okay, and then I'll say give some name to my servlet. Okay, servlet name. Okay, so what is the name of my servlet? I'll just use some random name. Just say CMRIT. Okay, random name, and then I'll say here servlet class. Servlet class. So here is where I mention my servlet class. This add servlet class. Okay. So where is my servlet class? What is the name of my servlet class? Add servlet, right? So I'll say add servlet, servlet. Okay, add servlet, and then what I say, I need to mention the whole package name, form.cmrit dot add servlet. Okay, class name along with the package, and then I will do the servlet mapping here. So now here we use a servlet name. Servlet name. What is the servlet name? CMRIT. And then what is a? We'll say URL. We'll just say URL pattern. So what is the URL pattern we need to place is, so what is the URL pattern we need to place? Slash add, right? This is on, right? Slash add. So we say slash add here. Okay, we'll save this one, and now we'll run down the server. Save. So now see, if I say 21 and I say 5 and submit, so I got called for my page, but I didn't get any output here, right? So where I got my output? See here. Just see it here. Here is where I got my output. Okay. So how should I get my output on my page? So for that, I'll go to my servlet. I'll go to my servlet and I'll say, instead of system.out.println, I'll say I'll use a thing called print writer. Print writer out is equals to response dot get response response dot get writer. Okay, response dot get writer shift O. Okay, and then I'll say out dot println, and here I'll say result is, and I will append k here. Save this one, and just say reload this page. Okay, now if I say reload this page and go for 21 and just say 40 and submit, see, I got my result here. I got my result here. Okay, okay, do you understood? Do you understood the thing? So let's, guys. Okay, is it understandable, guys? Okay guys, try these things. Okay, so just try those examples to make create users or to create login logout pages. Okay, okay, so let's see in this JSP. Let's just try to create some. Okay, so let me give you some clarity about JSP. Okay, so JSP is a framework or a library, okay, which provides us server pages, okay, inside Java, which provides us server pages inside Java. Okay, and before let's we need to discuss about the experience listed. Yeah, so basically what we do is in plain HTML we cannot render those things, guys. We cannot render those dynamic data. Okay, in a plain HTML we cannot render those dynamic data. So what we do is instead we use JSPs. Okay, instead that we use JSPs. See here, here what I have done in my add servlet page. See, I have just wrote some wrote out dot println, right? So here I can say that here I can also say I can write HTML code, right? Println and say I can just simply say h1. Okay, and here I need to say out dot println h1. Okay, like this. And if I say run this one, just go for it, save every time, reload this one, continue. See, I'll write those HTML tags inside these things. Okay, inside these things. Okay, okay. So instead of this, we can create Java this in Java server pages, guys. Okay. Let's say, what we can do more with this. So let's. Hmm. And one more thing, you observed this thing? We just got here some add only. So if I say there is something called get method. I haven't said you about get method and post methods, right? If I say here get method, save this one, and then I'll say this as do get method, do get, and if I run this one, you see, reload this one, and here I provide those values 40, and if I say submit, see here what happens if we use get method. What is happening if I used get method? I am getting those parameters onto my address. Okay, onto my address. Okay, so instead of we can also use post method. Okay, so if the user doesn't want to there are applications like we don't want to display our username or password, right? So in that cases we use do post methods. Okay, post method do post methods. Okay, and if I say here I'll go back and reload this one, and now if I say some values and enter, I won't get it. I will not be getting it. Why? Because here I used the do post method, but in my JSP page I mentioned that method as a get method. Okay, so they don't work parallelly. So for that I need to mention it as a post method only. Post method only. Okay. So now here I'll reload this thing. Go back, reload, and I'll say 21 and 40 and submit. Now I'll get it. And for the post method, I'll not be getting any values into the patterns. Okay, value into the address. Okay. Okay. So by using these servlets, we can also get data from the database, guys. So how? Just the servlet is also a Java class, right? So for this one, what we will do, we'll just take those. Uh, we'll just create the JDBC connection in these methods, and we will write them. Okay. Just see. Uh, so now let's just create our page with those values in our college table, CMR college table. Okay. So how we just will try to post some data. So just what we do, just take just say enter, what is it, ID. Okay, we'll just say it as ID. Enter a name, just say it as name, and we'll create one more thing called branch, right? Control C, Control V, branch, and I'll say it as branch. Okay. After that, I'll save this one with the post method, and here what I'll do is I'll just remove these things. So I'll say try catch exception E, just say e dot print stack trace. Okay, and then I'll make a connection here. So what is the thing we to make a connection? Just say first thing we need to do is import and register cljass class dot for name, and we need to just import a library, right? So for this one, click here, build path, configure build path, go for libraries class path, and select add external jar odbc6. Apply, apply and close. Okay. After that, we say what is the driver class name? We do Oracle dot jdbc dot driver dot driver manager. Okay. Then we say connection con is equals to dot get connection, and we give those URLs, right? What is the URL name? jdbc colon oracle colon in colon at the rate local host colon 1521 colon xe, and then we say root. What is the root? System, comma we say password as password, right? Password, and just enter. Okay, after creating the connection we need to import it. So then we need to create a statement, right? So what is the statement? We will be creating a prepared statement as we are entering our values. Just say prepared enter statement. PST is equals to con dot prepare statement, and I'll say insert into CMR college values. What are the values? Dynamic values. So those values are dynamic. Okay, let's import this one, and what we will get in return? We'll get a what we will get in return? We'll get an integer, right? Int I is equals to, so pst dot execute query execute query execute query. Okay, it should return an integer, right? Change type to integer, right? Yeah, I guys. Hmm. So now what we do is we'll just set those values. What are those values? Just say pst dot get string. What is that value we will be taking? So what we will be doing here, we'll be storing those values, right? So just say string uh, id is equals to, where we will be getting it from, we'll be getting it from request parameter. Request parameter, request dot get parameter, request dot get parameter. What is the name of the parameter? What is the name of the parameter? It is id. Okay, and next thing is name. And next thing is branch. Okay, and we'll be saying pst dot get string of, first one is id. Okay, sorry, not get, we'll be setting, right? set string set string. And next thing is pst dot set string. Second one is name. Next one, pst dot set string. Next one is third one, which is branch. Okay, and prepared statement will be say update. Just say update. Update, yeah, it is just okay. Same or update. And now what I'll say, uh, print writer. What I'll say is print writer out is equals to response dot get writer. Okay, response dot get writer. And then I'll say out dot print ln. And I'll say, what I'll say, just I'll take I and go inserted. Okay, so after this, what is the thing we need to do after this one? We need to close our connection. On dot close. On dot close. Okay, our connection got closed. So save this one. So after saving this one, just go to a page, go back and reload. See, we got three inputs. The first input is ID. What is 20QP1 A04A2? Name should be something called Shiva. Branch is from CSC. Okay, just submit. So what happened here? just thrown some error, Apache Tomcat error, HTTP request, and class not found error. So our JDBC driver hasn't been loaded properly. So just say, for this case we say we'll go to our referred libraries. So here is our JDBC, right? Where we need to place this one? I think we need to place this one in the main. So right and paste here. Java CMR this is the place, right? Copy it. I'll paste it in the web application. Just say paste it here. Keyboard content. Or else I'll say one go to or build path, configure build path. So it should be here, right? Module path, add external jar, and choose this one. Apply and close. Save it again. Reload config is completed. And if I say here, say 20 GP1 Shiva, submit this one, and it is again showing the same error, class not found. What is the error here? ODBC.UDBC driver manager. So we need to say Oracle driver here instead of driver manager. We need to say Oracle driver. Okay, this is a mistake I have done here. I'll save this one. If I say go back again, go here, reload. Again, so thread 16. Oracle driver. I have this one. I've given it right. Then what is the other? Yeah, we haven't created the servlet here. Photos. And yes, we have created a servlet, right? Web.xml and CMR add, say it should say one row inserted. Add servlet line number 25. Class.4 name is equals to oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. Now the one was the same one. JDBC colon oracle colon thin colon red localhost 1521 XE system password. SQL connection, IO exceptions, intruders, servlets. So this is how we do, guys, basically. Okay, let me see what could be the error, and I will be update you tomorrow, guys. Okay, I'll be updating you tomorrow, guys. Okay, so this is the class for the day. Thank you, guys.